Hi everyone, thank you for stopping by. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the GEEEK M5. Massive thank you to GEEKCASE for kindly sending it over. The GEEEK M5 features a shiftable internal spine, allowing the case to support both water cooling and air cooling, as well as triple slot graphics cards, although this will limit the CPU height or CPU pump block to 50mm max height. Disassembly of the case was straightforward. One nice feature is the case allows for the front panel to be flipped upside down, as well as the case itself. There's also support for a 2.5 inch or 3.5 inch hard drive behind the front panel. Now, one thing I really disliked about the case is the power connector is clipped onto the back panel rather than being screwed in, which means if the case is jerked or moved while powered on, it may cause the PC to power down. In terms of the build process, I'd recommend installing fans or water cooling first, then the motherboard, then the power supply, and then finally the graphics card. Now, it's worth noting that when using water cooling in the case, it does mean that the graphics card will be upside down when the radiator is installed at the top of the case. For higher end CPUs, I'd recommend using an AIO. Now, I tested the AIO as both exhaust and intake. When the AIO was set to exhaust, the CPU would almost immediately throttle, so it's 100% recommended to have the top fans as intake rather than exhaust. Now, I'd only recommend air cooling the case if you're using a mid-range CPU like the 5600X, and most certainly if you plan on using the acrylic side panels. Here we have the CPU frequency over a 25-minute combined stress test for both the CPU and GPU. And the CPU temperature. And the GPU temperature. Now, I'd like to note that temperatures are much more reasonable when gaming and completing everyday tasks. Thank you all for watching. Until the next time, stay safe.